Hello, hello, hello. Today I am doing a summary and review for the game Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter is a survival world building game where you are a convict trying to terraform a planet. Now, as you can tell, I'm playing in one where I've actually done a decent amount of work already. The big thing here is everything you do, you will have to do from on planet. You're going to have to find your resources. You're going to have to dig up your resources. You're going to have to put down, like, these are T4 drills. They're going to help add to the pressure. You're going to have to come up with your own power plants. This is a tier, I want to say tier 2 nuclear reactor. Yes. These are radiators to increase heat. Then you've got this, which collects water. The main part of the survival aspect of this game is food, water, and oxygen. Oxygen is the really hard part. It is, anytime you're outside a building, you are constantly losing oxygen, just like I was just now. You will have various workstations, which will allow you to do things like this is showing an interface. This interface shows me, hey, this is how many rockets I've sent up. This is how much bonuses I get from my rockets. This interface shows me the landscape around me. You're going to start off with nothing. Like literally, let's see if I can get to it. You start off with a pod. Or you start off in a drop pod. It said drop pod. It's over here somewhere. It ended up underwater after I started putting water, after I got to the stage where I get water for the planet. You'll find all your resources laying all over. For instance, there. You have a multi-tool. It's just mines. It deconstructs. It's your flashlight. It's everything you need for the game. I honestly don't know where my pod went. I feel like I should have done something more. Oh well. You will end up with various other things that you'll get throughout the game. Like right now, I have a rocket pack. Lets me hover. It's great. I love it. Makes traversing the area a lot easier. You'll start off with the whole thing looking like this kind of ground with rocks and stuff. It's not a pretty place when you first start. This one has been about, I want to say about 30 hours of work. There are various landscapes. Like over here, this is aluminum. Like they're colloquially called the aluminum spires. Because this is a huge resource for aluminum. It's also where you can put, let's see if I can find it. I know it's over here. It's that red dot. There. T2 miner. Or no, I think this is a T1. T1 miner. It will mine up aluminum for me. And other resources as it goes. You'll get things like beacons. You'll have to explore wrecks to get seeds so that you can start getting plants. Like this is new. As you get further in the cycles, as you get further through the stages of the terraform, you'll find more stuff out in the world. Like that plant. That plant wasn't there when I first started. It would have been lovely to have because I think that's one of the really high earning ones. Yeah, that's a 450% bonus to my oxygen. So that will crank up oxygen production rapidly. You'll find shipwrecks. They have things like food, which is hard to find right at the beginning. They'll have some of your early resources to help you get on your feet. Like super alloy is a really hard one to make. You can make it. It's just not an easy one to make. You'll notice I've got plants all over here because I use a seed spreader. I just got my food grower tier 2. I don't remember exactly how well that works. In fact, I don't think I've ever had one. Oh yeah, this is my super alloy maker. Okay, you have this screen. It'll monitor all your energy use on the left side, and production is on the right side. My nuclear generators, 3 of them alone, are making like 3/5 of my energy use, or energy for my base. The left side, I've got a lot of ore extractors. The tier 2 ore extractors are more precise. You've got the terraforming stages here. You've got biomass gains here, plants, insects. Then you have your terraforming index here. There's a couple more screens that I haven't really set up yet. I probably should. I haven't set up my transmission screen. Actually, that's the only one I haven't set up yet. Awesome. But, okay, so this one is the really important one. As you go, you'll get more and more blueprints based on what you unlock, or based on what you built. Plants, biomass. Like, I haven't even gotten to the first thing on the plant spectrum. That one's a little harder. Haven't got anything on the insect spectrum. Once again, that one's a little harder. That's what I'm looking for this, though. Is I'm waiting. I got 10 more tons of biomass before I can get the tree spreader. The tree spreader is the one I really want, because that's going to crank up my oxygen growth just rapidly. Because this is a tree seed. See the air filter. You'll get all this stuff is a gear. This is how big your backpack gets. Food, bugs. So you saw the spires. Over here is there. This place is really good cave. It's right near your starting area. It'll help you get iridium, which is a starting material you'll need. And you will go through a lot of it. Bases can be made in 3-dimensional. They're modular. So that means that you're going to make it room by room. Living compartment, big living compartment. You'll get some really cool rooms later. The biodomes are awesome. Biolab. Those are all things you're going to really want to get. Then you got the launch platform, which sits outside your base and lets you send rockets into orbit. The rockets give you bonuses to biomass growth, to heat growth, to pressure growth. all that fun stuff. Now, as you can tell, the world is coming along fine. Let me come over here, and actually I think I will make that one screen so that you guys can get an idea. So, one of the really big things about this game, you are a convict. Like, just pure and simple, you're a convict. In fact, you're terraforming this planet because it is the only way that they would let you commute your sentence. As you can tell, I'm getting rain now. That's another thing I was not getting at the beginning. It was a rather miserable existence right at the beginning. Blue skies, just all kinds of nice stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to go up, up. Oh, no, I want to go back down. This will be for later. Come over here. I can't really adjust what I'm growing in this biolab, which is kind of disappointing, honestly. I would like to be able to switch out, say, these plants for something like what I've got in my inventory. This is where I get tree bark. I use this area for storage, which you're going to go through a lot of storage. Absolutely stupid amount of storage. This is a veggie tube, so I will switch this, pull this out, put this in. I do have a lot of food growers. Oh yeah. Find a couple of iron to make a table. As you get further in the game, it does get a little harder to find random things laying on the ground. You'll get occasional meteor showers that'll make it so that you can find more resources, but you can't really bank on those. As you can tell, I also have a decent bay of solar power plants. This is water collector. Throw that there. No communication antenna in range, so I'll swing around through all this mess. But I personally recommend this game. I love it. It is completely one of the most chill games for the survival crafting genre. The major upsides to it are, if you're into the survival crafting genre, you will love these. You will love this kind of game. It is just, you build, you explore, you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to worry about enemies coming after you. You don't have to worry about wildlife trying to kill you. You are literally just trying to survive. It is a fairly in-depth system. It is a hugely creative system, meaning that you can make your base any way you want. I've got 2 save files. Neither one of them have a base that is built the same way. It's fun. I love the game, and once again, I recommend it highly. You can't hear it because I've got my audio options off. There you go. Now you can hear it. But the music and sound is pretty good. I'm not going to say it's great, but I think it's decent. The main complaints I have for it are the lack of world. It may sound weird for me to say it like that. This is a big world, don't get me wrong. But I would have liked to see more worlds, if that makes sense. I would have liked to see not just, hey, I've got this one world that I can explore. I would have liked to see more worlds. Let's see. The noise and sound do get repetitive after a little while, but I think that's pretty much standard for all games. You would have to have the world's greatest soundtrack for it not to end up sounding repetitive. So it's not really a complaint, it's just your standard gripe. I think the grind is a little extreme at times. There are times where you kind of hit a point where it's like, what do I do next? Because I've already got all this area covered. I'm already doing a good job of terraforming. I'm just having to wait long periods between my recipes to do better. Like, I can't tell you how long it took to get that just one recipe that I just got, the Food Grower 2. Sometimes it's hard to find, a little too hard to find certain resources, or you're severely resource limited because you can't make certain things. Like the plants, I have to hunt all over. Now that I know that they will randomly grow, I'm going to have to hunt all over to find plants, because I need plants. This is a Steam game, it's a free game. Personally, I kind of like the concept. I would like to have a little bit of, I'm not going to say combat, but I would like to have something more. Okay, I'm fixing to pass out. I'm in peaceful mode though, so it's not really going to hurt me that bad. It's going to send me back to the last base I was at. Because yeah, this is the one I was testing on. This is the one I was experimenting on when I first got the game. Oh, yeah, chest of water. Okay, oh, wow, I do have a lot of plants. I didn't even realize that. Okay, that answers that question. Honestly, I think that's about all I can think of with this game. You're building a world. You are not at risk from native wildlife, because there is none. Your main goal, like I said, get it terraformed. It'll take time. Right now they've got it set so that you'll hit the final terraforming level, and then it's just free roam from there. I mean, you could end up with Like these are seed spreaders. Eventually, you can get to the point where they're all over. But they have such limited range, you'll spend a lot of time doing it. You'll want to take breaks from it because it does get highly repetitive. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, like and subscribe. Check this game out, seriously. It is worth the money you're going to spend, especially if you are into the survival genre.